Yeah. So a few months ago, basically, I received a call from a guy that had um, was planning on building some properties in town, and basically called and said like, "Hey, I'm a developer. Give me a call back. I have some questions for you or whatever." Um, so I called him back and we had an initial conversation, and he basically didn't give me a ton of details, but told me like, "Hey, I'm building some homes in the area." In basically Northwest Houston, in an area that's kind of gentrifying and seeing a lot of development right now. We were working with another developer in the area. So we're like, okay, sounds good. Can't wait to meet you. I'm going to send over some information about kind of like what we do and, how we do things differently. And I'll see you next week or whatever it was. Right. So I sent him over the HighNote, link to our listing presentation and a link to some of our like YouTube videos, but didn't really know a ton else. And, went to the consultation. It actually turned out that he was planning on building a 58 unit community, sold in like, single family homes and duplexes and things like that. Um, and like, and the project basically is intended for both investors and, people that want to live in one unit and rent out others. So we're seeing both like end users purchase and investors. But yeah, when I went in to meet with him, he was like super impressed by, obviously all of the information that I'd sent over. And the cool thing with HighNote is it's super organized. So I could also see on my end, what he's been looking at and, how long he's clicking on things and stuff like that. So I already knew he was interacting with the presentation, right? So yeah, I mean, he was impressed, and we had that initial consultation, and then a couple of days later executed the listing agreement for the project. So we're the agent for the community. It's 23 listings, 58 units, and yeah, so we between kind of social media marketing and then sending everything over via HighNote and just kind of going over it all. Yeah, we earned, at the end of the day, it's like 11 or 12 million, like total, um, like
Great.
volume or whatever.